Hello YouTube friends, Alicia here. So I finally finished my other bohemian style junk journal. It's taken me forever as I haven't felt too much like making journals lately, but I got it done. So this one is made from a file folder that I covered with digital paper, and this paper came from TLC Creates Vintage, her Facebook group. TLC Creates Vintage is the shop. TLC Creates Printables, I believe, is the Facebook group. And so a lady on there put these on the Facebook group for use. And then I used some gold trim. It is vintage as well, I believe. And I made a mistake. I used wet glue on here, and I shouldn't have because it came through a little bit. I didn't realize it would, but it did, but that's okay. And then I just did a pamphlet stitch. And then this here, like the closure, I will actually coffee dye it or spray it so that it's a little bit darker. I haven't decided which one. Probably spray it, but we'll see. And then on the back is another piece of that paper from the Facebook group I belong to. And then it's just double knotted because there's not too much room to tie it in a bow. You can, but it slides off, as you can see, and you can slide it back on. So let's go inside. So inside, trying to move. Okay, well. Inside is some scrapbooking paper. It's old Can Company paper. There we go. You're a little bit more in frame. This is some fabric that I have that's been ripped into strips. So this is color block paper, I believe, and then I just have some trim on this side. Oh, and I sewed, as you can see, I sewed the front and the back covers both to the file folder. And then on the inside, I just played with my sprays and stencils. They're not actual stencils. They are like plastic doilies, but I use them for stencils. So I use sprays and I'm trying to think what else. Inks, distress inks. Decoupaged napkin on a giant tag. There is nothing on the back of it, so lots of space for journaling. You can journal on the front and the back because I used a glue stick. I punched the pocket again with a border punch. This is the distress ink, and this is my sprays. This is an envelope that I collaged on. So, oh, sorry, I'm just gonna fix this. Okay. This is just a paper clip with a metal piece and a brad. So I did that quite a while ago. It's just hanging out in my stash. This tag is from Deli Girl. So Cheryl, she made this for me forever ago in a tag swap we did, and it's beautiful. It's like the one, this journal will be for sale. This is like the one tag that would make me want to keep the journal. But you know what, I have so much stuff that somebody else can enjoy it. I've enjoyed it for a long time now. These are from Tsunami Rose. And then this is also Tsunami Rose. Just an altered Rolodex card. A little paper clip. It's made from a coin roller, so you could technically stick a really tiny tag in there. I did not, because I just didn't. Another tag from Daisy, and this one has the same paper on the back with some trim and some vintage seam binding. Another printable from the same group. Vintage gold doily. This is Tsunami Rose. And this is somebody different. But I made this gray tag a long time ago too. This is just a stamped journaling card I made. Stamping in the corner. Another ephemera piece that I made. Oops, hang on. A little postcard and a ball pin with some beads. And there's crowns on the back. And it is sewn and stamped on a vintage piece that I have a whole tablet of these vintage. I don't know what they are, like order forms or recipe, guest check type things. I don't know what they are. Another one of the tags from Tsunami Rose. There's tons of tags in this journal. A printed image that somebody gave me. I have no idea who it is or what it is. I don't really care. I just thought it was cool, so I added it. Another printable from the group. And there's a bunch of my own dyed papers in here as well. Never apologize for who you are. It's just a stamp. This is just a journaling card type thing, very small, and then it's not attached. I could, like, technically you could attach that on there, I guess, if you wanted to, but I did not. This is an altered paper clip that somebody made me, and a acetate pocket with just a plain tag, some washi tape, a die cut piece of paper in the middle, and you can write on the back. Another one printable from the group. This is an eco-dyed envelope I've made. My eco-dyeing is not perfected by any stretch of the imagination, but anyways. Yeah, a large envelope in the center, nothing's in it. Apparently I glued, there we go, that to that. Okay. Just a pocket with some index cards. There's nothing on them, just left for journaling, or you can alter them and add them to the journal as, you know, altered pieces. Another one of my eco-dye pieces. This one's cool. This one I did with store-bought flowers from a friend. So that's why they're vibrant. They were actual flowers. It's just, they were store-bought. Just a stamped image. It is backed. Another tag with mini tags. So there's a mini tag. These are vintage pieces. And then they're just, yeah, this. So you can also journal on the back of that. This is an envelope. It opens here. As you can see, there's nothing in it. A journaling page, a book page pocket with a vintage piece in it. It is white on the back. And then, of course, if you've watched my channel, you've seen these before. Just a tablecloth I had cut up with these floral images, and then I stitched it on. My fabric flip. Oh, I shouldn't have done fabric next to fabric. So, just some fabric I got from work. It has some lace and, yeah, just all kinds of pieces. this is, oh, it's a pocket, but it's a double pocket is what that is. Tag. I was trying to do mixed media, or learn how to do mixed media. This is just an old magazine image. A little bit of stamping, some handmade washi, tissue tape, I guess, not really washi. I have this cabinet card, so that's just an image. I believe, now that I say that, I believe I have that cabinet card, so I don't think it was a printable. I don't know. An altered, like, index card, and another piece that I made. You can't always get what you want, but if you try, sometimes you can get what you need. And this is an actual image. There's nothing on the back of it. I mean, you can stick it on here if you want. Stick it wherever. This is just a vintage piece of, like, cardstock paper. And then it folds out, and there's one of my eco dye papers on there. And then on the back, I have another piece of cardstock. And in the corner, I have a little butterfly that somebody made. And that is the back. So that is the journal. It is for sale. If you are interested, leave me a comment below and I will get back to you. Any questions or other comments, go ahead, leave those below too. Thank you for watching, and talk to you all soon.